exactly on 10 o'clock on the dot. Actually, I also started on this pre-recorded episode of WFSO Aftermath 10 o'clock on the dot. Just for those who's watching live. So it really ain't really much to talk about tonight, but what'd you do?
It's 10 o'clock on the dot.
Yep, we know. Should be a surprise, but we probably gonna talk about a little bit of like Buck stuff, and also we gonna talk about a little bit of wrestling stuff. So it wasn't really that much to talk about, locally and stuff like that. We'll try to talk about a little bit of, a little bit Bucks news. So I'm on Wisconsin Sports Heroic page, because I'm thinking they probably would have had at least, something at least to talk about. But let's see. Brewers did win their game today, 2-0. So they swept the Cleveland Guardians, who one time had the best record in the MLB, and now I think they're tied now. No, no, no. They did at one point, but now I think it's Philadelphia Phillies that got the best record right now, and I think the Brewers are in third. They're kind of tied with Cleveland, but they got the advantages over Cleveland for the third best record of the MLB. Um, then there's the Phillies, then there's the Dodgers, then there's the Brewers, then there's the Guardians. Um, But yeah, I'm just saying that there's like a little bit of news that we can look on here, Bucks wise, if we miss anything or anything like that. So we can just look, have some fun, and go to Bucks rumors. We can do that. Just see if anything is spreading out. But I don't know if y'all saw like the one rumor that they're talking about that should happen, but I don't think it will. The trade they was talking about is like Chris Middleton to the Golden State Warriors, and Andrew Wiggins goes to Portland. I think it was maybe it's Moody. I might have got his name wrong, so I apologize. So it was him, and the Bucks would be getting Jeremy Grant, Jeremiah Grant or Jeremy Grant, wherever you want to say his name was Jamari Grant. So sorry if I botched the name either way. But yeah, and like sorry about the shake up. But I guess they was going by, how you know, they're like the same height of course, but maybe Jamari Grant is more muscular, more stronger, and yeah, and I guess much younger than Lopez. Like I think they said Jamari Grant is like 28 or 29, which I do get it. You want to go with somebody young, but just by some Bucks pages, like they were saying that Jamari Grant may be a little bit too strong for the small forward position, but he's better off at a power forward, which we already got that. So even if we would have got him, that means he probably would have to come off the bench. So, like, why? Okay, for y'all now asking me these questions, I'm glad it's wrestling wise, but where was y'all when I was doing the Q&A Friday? I just had to point that out. But but I will answer that question because it is wrestling related. So I'm glad that it is. I think that's a tough one. Like I saw a little bit of Will Ospreay, and plus I saw a lot of MJF tearing through AEW. Um, uh, although NJF does play the character good, probably so good, it's almost like believable. But most likely, I'm gonna go with little Osprey because if a person like MJF plays the character real good and like really, gets somebody pissed off, somebody gonna end up just wanting to punch him in the mouth. So now I probably would be that guy that want to punch him in the mouth. So that's like some people are taking their character too seriously, and I just couldn't with MJF. But thanks. But anyway, back to this trade. Like I don't know how would it help like it will help, maybe I don't think it will shed salary for the Bucks, but I think it will they'll be stuck on that contract for the next 4 years if they would have done it. And you only gonna have Chris Middleton this season, and we don't know if he's gonna stay next season because he has a player option. But for Chris Middleton, now just to think about it, this is do or die for him. And I know like he did like his heroics in like the playoffs and stuff like that on when Lillard was out, and we already knew there was a such thing as playoff Middleton, but he was playing hurt as well. It's like how many times you gonna end up being hurt and just excuse me. And just like when they need you the most around playoff time, you're always hurt. But he was hurt this year, but at least he was like playing it. I think the injury was serious, but not that serious. For him to be like, oh, okay, I think y'all need to just, sit him down, something like that. So that's a good thing. But yeah, it's just crazy that like I'm like iffy if they would have done something like that. I'm like in between, so I can't say like if this is a good fit or a bad fit. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just like on a question mark with it. So if they ever decides to happen, so let's see. Okay. Oh wow, we're going back to July. So okay, there was no big rumors. Okay. But that rumor that I just mentioned, and I guess they decided, oh, they weren't gonna talk about it. So they also did. It was like this one on YouTube channel. They did a no, not YouTube channel. It was another website. I think it was Behind the Bucks or something like that. I'll get it right eventually. But yeah, they're saying like 3 players that gonna be cut by playing, with the Bucks. That may not see it. I think they was making it seem like they was just gonna be cut. Period. Compared to they may not even play for the season for the Bucks. But like I said, they got to see what's going on with training camp because training camp is coming up. And they got to see how some of them are, and it's good when you see like some of these guys, working out and stuff like that, working on their craft. Like Maja Beauchamp, like we talk about him in the summer league. He had it going for the first 2 games. Then the last 2 games is just like, what happened to him? Like, what's going on? We don't know. And now seeing them like down the in the Oregon area with Damian Lillard, he's getting his like shots in and stuff, new haircut, and might as well just say new look and all that. And I don't know, he looked good. But I guess we'll see when it comes to playing or anything like that. Though that's not chocolate milk. I don't even drink chocolate milk. What this is, what I'm drinking, for people to know, is A&W root beer, but it's a sachet that you pour in water.
Sachet.
Whatever, they know what I'm talking about. Well, you have like a water, whatever. You just pour it like a little bag of it in here, because each bag of it is like worth like 10 calories. So only did two, so there's only 20 calories plus water. So kind of save it on that. But yeah, I guess I can mention something to y'all as well. I told my wife earlier today, and I was kind of surprised with this. Around this time last week, before I wasn't feeling well, before I was run down and stuff like that. I was 360. I was 356. I weighed 356, and plus, Monday, Tuesday couldn't eat much and just couldn't fill up to it because of my stomach pain. I couldn't do it. Well, the funny is people still outside at the lake, but yeah, it's like I couldn't do it. I couldn't eat. Then stomach starting slowly, getting better, slowly eating, and so we end up doing this routine that we started on. you know, I have like normal breakfast. Either I have a cereal or like a cereal bar. That'll be it. Um, or just had like a small like meal like for breakfast. Lunch. What I mostly do for like lunch, I got Gatorade and I got Gatorade in there. Either I buy like Gatorade, Powerade, or a drink of you know water, or just like one of these like flavor water or something like that, just to keep myself not being hungry and stuff like that. But so if I end up getting something for a snack or anything like that, I just still like either drink something or just eat like a piece of fruit or something. And yeah, that would be it. Then have a had dinner. Then that would be it. So yeah, not really eating like I used to. So since I did that and since all that happened, if in a week I end up losing 15 pounds. So from 356 to, well, I'm not going to say 16, I'm sorry. From 356 to 340. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this routine that I'm doing. And yes,
You're
I
not
do.
hungry from it, are you?
No, actually not. Like, because normally I'll probably be hungry right now, but I'm not. But I'm replacing it with this drink instead
Right.
and not eating. But yes, I do like apple juice. That'd be one of the things that would probably be in my routine diet too. Um, but yeah, I'm proud of myself, and I'm hoping if I keep this same routine, I'll be at least to my target weight by the end of the year. So I'm trying to work on that, and I want y'all to get me on that too. So check on me, be like, how's your diet going and stuff like that. So I want y'all to be on me about it too. Stick on me about it. Um, okay, now back to Buck stuff. But like I said, I'm glad that there's certain players that they are working out and stuff. You saw like some surprises to some teams, especially in summer league with Chris Livingston. But that article that they had out there, they were saying he's going to be one of the players that might be cut, or may not get a play in the season. And if y'all saw like his numbers during summer league, like 14 points a game and I think around 8 rebounds, I believe. You give him some playing time and give him like some decent minutes, he might be a 10 points, 5 rebounds, and maybe a steal per game. So yeah, he was like a defensive anchor for that team too. So that was good for him. Let's see. Do y'all think this will be like the redemption season for the Bucks? I think so. And plus, we did talk about the schedule and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm definitely going to try to go to the first home game of the season and the last home game of the season. Other games, I don't know. It's just going to be going by the fly and just seeing what's going on. So we'll just see, how that goes. I did post it on Friday on the Real Milwaukee Bucks fans group that we only know about two preseason home games. So they only gonna have two instead of, because sometimes some teams have three home games and some teams got two, but Bucks will have two home preseason games this year. One of them we know would be October 10th, but we don't know the opponent. So be interested and see. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Memphis because it seems like they face Memphis in preseason games a lot. But just say October 10th will be maybe against Memphis or something. Let's just say that for now until they put the full schedule out. October 14th, I was telling y'all about this and I was just mentioning it ever since for a while now. That October 14th game will be against the Chicago Bulls. So those are the only two preseason home games that's going to happen so far. Well, they're most likely going to happen, and they're probably going to have the other three games will probably end up being on the road. And they're probably going to have their workout practice thing that they're going to show to the public. Yes, they had that last year, but the only bad thing that didn't happen because they didn't do like a meet and greet and stuff like they normally would do in the past. Then again, they didn't do it the season before. I think it was like after the when Mike Budenholzer was there, they kind of cut that down, which it kind of sucks. But they still show like the open practice. But yeah, I just missed that. It's like they should bring that back, like, cause like, how many times you gonna end up meeting like players, or y'all gonna set up, okay, we can do like, meet this person at this place, like. And the bad thing is like they posted out there like days before, the days before the event, and it was like, now I gotta change some stuff so I can go see, like, seriously. But they didn't do that this past season, but the season before they did it. They only did like two players. They did like Wesley Matthews and Thanasis Antetokounmpo. So I don't get why they didn't do it this year. Maybe because the new coach, and maybe maybe some things would change with Doc Rivers. I'm not saying he's like a hometown like person, but he did play for Marquette, but he is from Chicago. But still, at least put it out there that do some meet and greet appearance and stuff like that. Because it seems like most likely you're gonna be on the road, like, seems like most of the season. But like, if you have like a homestand and work out something with that, like after practice, have somebody like kind of like they did with the other guys, like have them do meet and greet and stuff like that. You know what? I'm gonna actually write to the Bucks, by email them and saying like y'all should do more like meet and greet appearances with some players, no matter who it is. Just be cool to for them to do that. Work out something with Pick and Save like y'all always doing, or Coles. Go from there. Just work out something. That's just one of the things I just like want to touch on. But okay, most likely they saying that Gary Trent is going to be the biggest X factor for this coming season, and I do agree with that. And this is the prediction that I get from Bleacher Report, Wisconsin Sports Heroes, and also Heroics. Sorry, and some others. Not all the YouTubers were saying this, but only like Bucks made channels. They were saying that the Bucks will do a little bit better than last year, which is fine. But they think they only gonna be 51 and 31. So mostly they think it's gonna be a slight improvement. Um, yeah, but if y'all don't see like who they star lineup and some of the bench pieces they got, I know they probably gonna say like their backcourt is gonna not they call it front court. I'm sorry, but their front court is gonna be a little bit mediocre because of we don't got a true we only got one true center and we don't have a backup center that can protect the paint and run and gun and all that. So that's the only weakness that I see that we're gonna have so far. And hopefully, if the coach was smart, just play like Brook Lopez like less minutes. And I would hate to say this, but probably get some of the playing center for Bobby Portis. Or you can change the starting lineup and have Brook Lopez come off the bench. That's possible. But I don't know. That's just my opinion on that. But I don't think there'll be a 51 win team. I'm going with and I know some of y'all may be like upset with me for this. I think they're gonna be 55 win team with being the second seed in the East. And I think overall they might have the second best record in the NBA. If Boston dramatically just drop out of thin air, then Bucks will end up being, first in that. But it's like the only thing Boston did was just keep their team intact and not much change. Only because the only changes is like the players gonna be a little bit older and they might be a little bit at risk of injuries. But all players will be like that too. But still, especially you got your players playing the USA game. And I do congratulate them for winning gold. But you had 3 players that was on the USA team that maybe end up being run down a little bit, especially how much y'all play Drew Holiday. And I don't know, ever since Toronto won the championship, well, no, ever since Golden State Warriors won the back-to-back championship, there has been no champion since then that won back-to-back. And it didn't work for us. It didn't work for Denver. It didn't work for Lakers or Toronto. Or let's see, there was another. Denver was last year and Boston was this year. I'm trying to think. Golden State was the year before. Okay, but yeah, nobody hasn't won, like back-to-backs or anything like that. So I'm gonna say this: we're gonna be guaranteed a new champion. I hope it's the Bucks, but I could be wrong. I hope not to be wrong. So I see. It just all depends what's going on, and plus you got the NBA Cup. And Lakers were the first team to win it last season. I would like it if the Bucks would win at least one of them, either the NBA Cup or the championship. Can't be too greedy and win both, but if they end up winning both, that would be one historic season. And game, and not game, but just the whole thing, like it'll be very, very huge. Like Bucks win the NBA Cup and they win the championship. That'll be the first. So that'll be something. But the thing was, the Lakers did win it. Then they ended up becoming mediocre and just like, oh yeah, they're talking about the Packers.
Season opener in Brazil. They faced the Broncos in their second preseason game. Jordan Love and most of the starters did not play in the Mile High City. So
Oh, that explains a lot.
not to shine. Sean Clifford and Michael Pratt in a battle for the backup QB spot. Clifford, nice scramble here for the first down late.
Nice run.
But then on that same drive, he's picked off by Keydron Smith, who returns it 56 yards the other way. And the Broncos eventually score a touchdown. Clifford finished with only 43 yards passing and 0 touchdowns and that one interception. Michael Pratt not too much better. Coughs up the football here in the second half. Pratt had just 52 yards passing. Green Bay's defense outscored the Panthers offense tonight. Zach Morton gets a sack in the end.
Oh, safety.
Packers struggling on special teams as well. Greg Joseph, who's in a kicking
Wow.
Anders Carlson, and
That's bad.
37-yard field goal attempt. Let's go to our scoreboard.
2 to 27.
72. Preseason NFL on Saturday.
Like I'm a Packer fan too, but 2 to 27?
Brewers bust off the brooms this weekend and sweep the first place Cleveland.
I know it's like they had their second string team and where all the starters didn't play, but I would expect them to at least score like one touchdown, and that would have been it. That's crazy. Oh wow. Sorry about that. Yeah, Brewers did win 2 to nothing. They swept the Cleveland Guardians. Although I did tell y'all that already.
The Brewers with another stellar performance to cap off their 10-game homestand, which featured them going unbeaten in their 3 series and finishing with a 7-3 mark. Milwaukee picking up their
Yeah,
10th shutout of the season.
that makes sense. But yeah, we're gonna move on from the Bucks and see if there's some wrestling news. Like I said, I apologize, guys. There really wasn't, much to, talk about. Like the only probably a little bit excitement that some people will have is this Sunday where you got AEW All In that's going on this Sunday, and probably sometime on Saturday I probably will put out a video just talk about my predictions for that pay-per-view. Then the weekend after that, you have not this Friday but next Friday you have TNA pay-per-view Emergence. So that's going to be going on around the same time as SmackDown. So crazy. Then Saturday you had the Bash in Berlin. Yeah, that pay-per-view going on with WWE. Then Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after, September 1st, will be NXT No Mercy. So that's going to be going on too. They already mentioned like a few matches that's going to happen. So yeah, you got that going on. So there's a match that happened between Alberto El Patron, which was known by in WWE Alberto Del Rio, went against Nick Mammoth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, in I think it was Triple Mania in Mexico. So it was the AAA Mega Championship was on the line, and Alberto hit a low blow and cover him. Is now the new AAA Mega Champion. So that's probably going. They probably will talk about that on here. So. Oh wow, who's complete jerk at an autograph signing? This ain't nothing new. Let's see. Oh, okay. MJF, of course. So that's not nothing new. Okay, yeah, that's really okay. Everybody knew that about MJF, but although he wasn't like that in the Chicago one, I wasn't there, but I figured that he did took pictures with everybody and all that. But he wasn't, mean total a hole or anything like that. But okay, let me mute this. I was at an event today, and I should have just had it up there. If y'all familiar with OVW, which was O'Halley Valley Wrestling, there used to be WWE's development federation until they got they cut them off and they ended up doing their stuff in Florida. But at least I can understand. They had their first ever show here in Milwaukee, but I know in the normal they had some of their wrestlers be in GLCW. So yeah, that's that's a normal. And the show actually just some of the regulars wasn't at this show, but it was still good. Get to know some new people that were wrestling. I did took photos and stuff like that. It's on the Arthur Smith page, so get a chance to check that out. And a crazy ending that happened during the show. It was Kyle Hero and EC3 for the OVW National Heavyweight Championship. I like the ending. Is like EC3 was going to use the belt. He tossed it to Kai because he was about to hit him with it, but Kai was just like, should I hit him with it? Should I hit him with it? He ended up hitting him with him and getting himself disqualified. And let's just say EC3, I guess, had a good plan, and that's what he did. So EC3 ended up retaining the OVW National Heavyweight Championship. But it's just something that you don't see on certain wrestlers, what I'm about to say. When certain wrestlers, like, you never see them, like, finally snap. You saw that with Kai Hero, and not saying anything bad about him. Like, he's a good guy, he's great and all that stuff, but it was good to see that side of him once in a while. It ain't got to be every day, but it was just seeing, like, that side of him that was pretty good. You know what? I'm snapping. I'm just taking everybody's head off or something like that. So that was good. And he then, did a running knee on EC3 not once, not twice, not even 3 times. But I think it was 4 or 5 times he did that to him. Was it like the third? He was about to leave, then he was decided, one more time. So did a running knee on him, left. EC3 was just like down there and just like, didn't move. Then people were calling for it, and they was just like, forget it. Kahiro out of nowhere, his song came out, need him again for the fourth time, and although EC3 ended up with a cut on around his eye during that knee strike, but yeah, he sold it and took it like a champ. And afterwards though, they was letting people, meet and greet with EC3 while he was like on the ring post, just like laying down and just laying there. Oh my god, it was just one of the funniest things. Although they was charging for the pick, but I ended up getting the sneaky one, just try to get him like in the right spot. But he finally like ended up getting up, and I was like, oh man. But yeah, I thought it was funny, and put meet and greet with him afterwards, so that's pretty good. But yeah, they don't know when they're going to be back. It was a good turnout. It was almost sold out, I should say. It was just like one section over there. It was like about maybe like 7 or 8 people, and there was like about 4, 8, 12, 16, about 20. I think it was like 22 seats in the area I was in, and it was only like 8 of us. Everything else was packed, but except for that section. And I'm thinking like nobody don't want to sit in the section where get tag them, high five them, and stuff like that. But I could have sat in that in the end of the railing, but I was just like, nah. Like there's probably half of these people I don't even know yet, so let me just take my time just to know like who they are, and if I think about them wrestling and stuff. But few of them were local, so yeah. And I think the one match that they had was supposed to feature TW3, which he's from Green Bay, and he also part of the OVW roster, but he wasn't in that match. So took his place was CBS 58's news anchor Mike Trullo. I might have said it wrong, so if I did, I apologize. So yeah, took place in that 6-man tag match that they had instead. So oh well, still a good match regardless. But yeah, they just highlighted like about 3 matches, but they end up having I think 7. And with that 3-hour, I think it was like a 3-hour period, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7 matches in a period of let's see, almost 3 hours. So not bad. Like nice amount of matches. I think I had no complaints about any of the matches. None of them. No complaints. Well, I didn't complain. Nobody else complained too. Like crowd was into it, so that was pretty good. And yeah, everybody was just liking the show. I think this was the last day they were gonna be on tour before they go back to their regular area in Kentucky. But yeah, I think this was the last day they was on tour. And I know they had like a let's see, was it a pay-per-view coming up? I think it's this Friday or next Friday. It's 1 to 2. I think it's next Friday. I guess they got a pay-per-view called Fight Night with like a few guests. I know Boogeyman was one of them from WWE. They trying to think. It was 2 other people too that they was gonna have. I think the other one was Kevin Nash. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's gonna show up on that one. And yeah, it's just anyways. Good show. No, hopefully they come back next year or figure out a schedule for them to come back. It was a fun, and tickets were $15, so can't beat that. Oh, excuse me. But I know I'm just running off on other stuff, and I'm just trying to see. Yeah, there's Jack Perry unveiled TNT Championship belt, which was like it was in all black. Like, I got mixed feelings on the belt. If y'all saw it on Collision yesterday, although I didn't watch Collision, but I saw like the picture of it. I'm kind of like if 50-50 on it. Like, it's cool and all, but I don't know. There's just something that I just don't like about it. I don't know. It's like one of those things. Is like you like something, but it's like there's something missing that makes it not good. Oh yeah, and Dustin Rhodes also became a double champion. Not only he holds the ROH 6-man tag, he also holds one half of the ROH tag team titles with Sammy Guevara. They beat the Undisputed Kingdom, which that storyline with that with Adam Cole and all that stuff, it started to die down. If they wasn't having like Adam Cole appear and stuff like that, it was just like Roger Strong, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and it's like, where was Warlow? Where was him? So yeah, it was like a 3-man show. It was like, yeah, because some of these stables is like they're just dying out of nowhere. It's just something that AEW probably really needs to work on. Not probably, they do need to work on. If you're gonna have stables, like, keep them around and do better. And plus, they also were addressing about AEW's low attendance. So they was addressing. They was talking about that as well. I guess with their low attendance, like, I don't know, like, what they can do. Like, there's things that they can change some things. Like, I mentioned in a video in the past that maybe they should like one of the things they're doing, like, they giving back to the community, and they did it last year. They did it at this one place in Bayview area. That's still Milwaukee. It's like South Side, but they you want to turn in like some canned goods. You get to meet certain wrestlers and ref and all that stuff. Really pretty good. Because normally you'll see like, okay, the next time we're gonna do this will be this and this. They don't even have that on their website now. Like, they still have said like, okay, yeah, we help out and stuff like that. But it doesn't say like when the next time they're gonna do it on their website anymore. It really doesn't. Jimmy. One of the reasons I found out that they was actually doing it was because my friend James, he hit me up. It was just like, are you going to this? And I was just like, going to what? And he showed me a picture of him. I'm like, wait, what? They got this going on? But I said, I'm just now finding about this when you sent it to me. So I was like, okay, it was day before Dynamite. They were doing this. So I, you know what? Not much going on Tuesday. But it probably wasn't that. Wait, it was April. It was my birthday month, and you know what? Hey, what a good early present for my birthday. Just to go down there, hang out, and all that stuff. Eat some good food, which it was a good food to eat. Trying to remember what the place was, and I managed to end up getting free food as well. At one point, it was like some spicy. There was like some spicy chicken or something like that I had, which was fine. It was decent, but it was like one of those things like because I normally don't eat like something like that spicy, but but anyways, yeah. I ended up meeting Orange Cassidy. He was the international champion. Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Ethan Page when he was with AEW. Um, God, it was he was the guy was with he can't wrestle anymore because of had concussion problems. He was with Orange Cassidy and Trent Barrera, but Chuck something. It was Chuck something. Met him. Then one referee took a picture with, and then RJ City took a picture with him like later on, and yeah, it was like a good hang, just to hang out and talk to. There's a few friends I saw, and it was like worth it. We were there for like maybe like for couple, maybe 2-3 hours, and and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it's time for me to go. I'm gonna have a long way like to get home anyway, so it was just like I might as well go now. But yeah, then the next day it was the show. It was a last minute decision, like should I go or I shouldn't go. But I just ended up, not going because, at the time their prices were a little bit too high ticket wise. Because they was like, went up, they was like 20, it was like either 25 or $30. And the tickets ended up being like, with taxes in total, end up like about, like 50 something, like around 50. And I'm like, all these fees and stuff, I might as well pay for like a front row ticket or something. So it was just like, no, I'm not gonna go. But afterwards, after the show and stuff like that, met up with some friends at a certain hotel, then just hung out with them, and there was all of them were staying there at this certain hotel. But it's like meet who I wanted to meet, and there was a few more I wanted to meet before I went, but yeah, it was just like, and Athena with the nasty attitude, just like, I love you guys, but y'all go home. I'm like, do you even know if we were staying there or not? Like, I didn't talk back or anything like that. I was just turn around, just like whatever, move on. Then that just got like a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. It was almost to the point it was just like, you know what, I'm not going to go to another AEW show with that attitude and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that. That's not fair for everybody else that goes to the shows and work hard for us to entertain and make us interested in AEW. But anyways, I know I was talking about some things that that they can do with AEW. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna I'm gonna end this. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like put you guys. I'm gonna like put out something in certain groups. It's like what things y'all think AEW need to be fixed? I'm gonna send it to some of my friends too that actually watch AEW, and I'm just gonna get their opinion. They can come up as how many things as they want to be like. Okay, they need to do this. They need to do that. They need to do this. So I'm gonna put that out there on the wrestling fans speak out group. I may put it on. No, I'm not gonna put it on the website because ain't nobody gonna respond on the website. Yeah, if I just had a thing that they had on there that people can write on there, that would be something. But the website I got, they don't even do that, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna put that out sometime tonight and tomorrow, and I'm gonna send like some of the friends that are true AEW fans, and like get their you know, and I will talk about that like if I get enough like send like people like saying their opinions and stuff like that in time, I might do I might give y'all their answers on WFSO After Dark on Wednesday. Cause I would really want to be interested to see like what people think about what AEW needs to do and what y'all think they need to work on to get back to where they were in the 2019. But yeah, that'll be it for us. Gonna be done here. Like I said, thanks you guys for watching on Twitch. Please follow us on here. We will do live shows on here. Aftermath, After Dark. Maybe whatever happens, or also live. Pre WFSO preview as well, or we do like party watch. Well, watch party, I should say. I don't know why I said party watch, but watch parties on certain pay-per-views and all that good stuff. So please follow us on here. And after you guys that's watching on YouTube, like I say, it wasn't really much to talk about today, so I apologize. And then I didn't think I was gonna go this long, but cutting time short. Please like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. It will help the channel as well. Check out our past videos as well. You like wrestling content, and if you like Milwaukee Bucks content and all that good stuff, so yeah, check out this channel. And like I say, if y'all want me to talk about news about comic book movies or something, talk about comic books and stuff like that, let me know. That may be something I may add to something to do this fall. And plus it's gonna be interesting because Halloween coming out, and plus we got a couple of comic book movies that's gonna be coming out this fall too. You got the likes of the Joker 2, you have Venom The Last Dance, and you have Kraven the Hunter in December. So yeah, like Kraven the Hunter in December, and you got two of the Joker movie and Venom The Last Dance both in October. So that'd be something to watch for. And I'm not sure if there's any more like comic book movies that's coming out this year, but if it is, let me know. Thank our sponsors, Art from the Heart. Interested in like fan art drawings and stuff like that from comic books or anything like cartoons, something like that, go holler at them. All you gotta do is look for Art from the Heart on Facebook. Toy Dimension, another sponsor. If you're in Milwaukee area, you're interested in like collectibles, comic books and stuff like that, you can check them out on Facebook. And also if you're in Milwaukee area, you can go to their place Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m. They opens 5925 West North Avenue. So give them a ring. Like I said, let me get out of here, and the next time you probably will see me live is either, let's see, when's the next live? Yeah, the next live will be Wednesday. We will do a WFSO After Dark, and if we get like enough stuff like talk the answers and stuff in time for that what AEW needs to do, we will put that out on Wednesday. Oh yeah, and before I forget, we're gonna do a watch party, but we will also do a Q&A during Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Because like y'all probably missing on Friday because y'all probably was out like at a wrestling show or just went out to party or whatever. So tomorrow we will do a Q&A during Monday Night Raw. See how that goes. If this one goes well, we will do more. But I'm just doing this one just because, for Friday, not many of y'all showed up and probably will have the time for y'all to talk about it. So let me get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, which will be tomorrow live for the Q&A. And see you guys later. Huh. I was about to say. Yeah, have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.